Holding on to your principles does not make you happy.
It makes you righteous.
Cool. Gemstones. I don't need to be righteous. Why are you always laughing at me?
Because
that does not make me happy to hold I mean, when I get what I want, I'm happy. No, but for real, you're laughing at me.
This is selfish and terrible.
It's not.
It's a terrible way to be.
What are you gonna do? So satisfying.
Pay attention to me.
Yeah.
To me.
Well, you're like all your head's buried in your phone, you're on the computer, you're not paying attention to me at all. And we've had like a little bit of a
drought?
No, not a drought, but
drought?
we've like almost we weren't on holiday, but it felt like we were out for 2 weeks.
We've been busy.
Yeah.
We've been busy.
Yes.
But we're back here to satisfy. Yeah, it was nice. I mean,
what? It was nice to be away from me for 2 weeks?
No. You let me finish.
Okay. You better be careful.
Oh my God.
I will end you.
No, it was nice to get the feedback from people that were like, "Oh, where are you guys?" Because the worst is to go away and
no one says
no one even notices. We're like, I guess we really are just doing this for ourselves.
Yeah,
which would kind of be fine too.
Yeah, I mean, I think that we love each other enough that it would be fine. But yeah, not really beneficial to being efficient, to have an efficient day.
Yeah, and our spouses would be like,
what's happening?
Nobody knew you were gone?
I mean,
but people knew.
They knew. They loved us. They felt unsatisfied.
That's right. And now we're back to satisfied.
It's like having sex like for the first time when you're like 16. Like you're okay, but I'm probably going to be left very unsatisfied.
That's right.
Right?
That's 100% right.
Because you just like, it's like great. 1, 2, 3 pump. I'll give you 3 pump chump.
I mean, if I could get 3, I mean, I might be up to 3 now.
Okay.
You know, in my
I don't believe that.
Older age. You think I'm a solid romantic love maker?
I think you could bring it.
Okay.
I believe you can bring it.
Okay.
I believe you care enough. You have a lot of love.
Love to give.
You're a giver.
I am a giver.
Right?
I am a giver and a sharer. Right. Have you been using your time constructively while we haven't been satisfied?
No.
You don't think so?
Probably not.
Why not?
No, yeah, I've had some good things going on. Some stuff on the come up. Some things that are about to pop, I'm hoping.
Watch out. Nicole's on the come up.
I'm on the come up. Me. I'm about to explode.
Yeah.
Like Walton Goggins.
You're getting very quickly, though, when you say I'm on the come up and I'm about to explode.
Yeah.
Like you're going very quickly from like sort of young, idealistic, whatever, to like Lisa Kudrow in the comeback. like we're just starting to inch toward that territory of, I don't know, I think this one could work.
Yo, is Justin Theroux everything?
Everything.
I mean, he's everything.
Yeah.
I'm obsessed with his character in that show. So good.
I love that you love the comeback.
Oh, it's so good.
I'm going to tell you.
Wait, I'm sorry. Before we move on, you know who can get it?
Who can get it? Justin Theroux?
Chet. Well, yeah.
Chet
Hanks. I'm sorry. I know
Chet Hayes.
Well, okay, but
he goes by Chet Hayes.
Okay, whatever. You know, I mean, like he is a hot mess, and I know he's like.
When has that stopped you before? If anything, that's a plus.
Oh, like the first 2 episodes, he's like in the locker room, just like. I
thought you meant from his country song.
No.
About Forrest Gump.
Or his that was bad. Or his raps. Yeah, I wasn't into that, Chet, but I am super into the comeback.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that.
The comeback?
Well, I don't think that. I think we're talking about different shows. But
no, we're not.
Is Chet Hayes in the comeback?
He's not Hayes.
It's his name, Chet Hayes.
Hanks.
He's a Hanks, but his name's Chet Hayes.
What's the name of the show with Kate Hudson?
No, that's not what I'm talking about.
Oh, no.
I said Lisa Kudrow.
I thought maybe she was in a later episode that I didn't get to yet.
So you're just sitting there talking about the basketball show?
Yeah, I love that show.
No, I've only heard good things.
So
but
why did you think that? What did you think when I said Justin Theroux? It was just that you thought I randomly
thought he might have been in the show, or I was just like,
we both did it.
I was just yes-anding.
We both, yes.
Honestly, I know who Justin Theroux is.
Yes.
I was yes-anding.
Okay.
And I wasn't going to embarrass you.
Let's get back on the same page. We've been apart for so long. We're disconnected.
I don't like that.
I don't
That's
either.
unusual.
Right?
Okay, so let's reconnect.
Reconnect.
Watch this. I know we're going to reconnect now. Because you know what I've been doing?
What?
On our time? While you've been too busy for me.
Yes.
I was just sitting here waiting for you. You never came.
Right.
Because you were too busy on the come up.
It was me who was canceling each
Totally.
week.
You're very busy.
So busy, so popular.
I said, she was so mad at me when I wouldn't watch that movie Ghost, as if anybody would watch that movie Ghost.
I'll tie you down and make you watch it. And I'll like duct tape your eyes open.
Especially after they canceled Saw 11. So I can't make you see
Right,
Saw 11.
right.
Ain't no way I'm watching that movie Ghost.
But I did my first part. Saw 11 had nothing to do with it. I watched Saw 10. You were supposed to give me a freebie, and you took my freebie away.
Not for Ghost. That's a waste of a freebie.
No, you don't get to choose that. You don't do take backsies.
Well, I did something for you.
What?
I turned on White Lotus.
Yes, you did.
And
do
as
that
I
for me.
believe we've discussed, instantly obsessed to the point where you could go back on the pod. It was like only weeks ago, I want to say.
You literally watched 3 seasons of White Lotus over the course of like a very short amount of time.
Maybe 3 weeks, 4 weeks at most.
It is actually impressive.
I'm like, I
It's so
couldn't
good.
stop. I could not stop. Like it got me out of this space where I'm like, okay, I need to hydrate more.
Oh, yeah.
And I've been doing that because I got a Stanley.
Oh, is that helping?
Yeah.
But you much prefer soda, a soda pop.
I still have soda. I got
Okay.
soda right here. It's
Yeah,
great.
I know, me too.
This is so delicious.
It is so delicious.
And got to go to bed earlier. This is crazy, right?
Okay,
So that's what it was like. I was like, okay, I'll go to bed, like not be like, oh, let me stay up for another 45 minutes just scrolling through stuff and channel surfing or
I know.
try to wait till the very last minute. Like, let me just get in bed.
Mhm.
And then all of a sudden,
That wasn't going to happen.
you bring this White Lotus into my
Yeah.
life.
Yeah.
And like, I'm back to staying up late on the weekends. Because you got to see what happens next.
Yeah. I mean,
And when I have them all in front of me like that,
oh, it's too good. Yeah. You're like, get it in my veins.
I wanted it in my veins. So I watched the whole first season. And I was like, and quick.
Yeah.
You know I watched it quick.
Oh, that one's, it's so funny.
Right. It's so funny. It's great. And then I was like, let me take a break before the second season.
Nah.
I did not.
No.
I did not.
Oh, that's cute though.
Right.
You're an addict now.
And then I
so-
believe, and I believe we spoke about the second season here.
Yes.
A little bit. I was only a few episodes in, and I was like, I'm not sure about this one.
Yeah. Boy, did it bring it on home, didn't it?
I mean, this show, the last 2-3 episodes,
oh, just chock full.
and everything counts. It like reminds you of like, just trust me. All the stuff that you think is meaningless in the first however many episodes,
Yeah. It's not.
it's not.
There's-
It's
yeah.
all going to come back.
There's a reason for everything. And that's why I almost want to go do a rewatch because he is so intentional, Mike White. Like he does.
So
It's
intentional.
Symbolic. He loves to like hide things. And that's why like I think I understand that people said this season that they felt like nothing happened. Well, 'cause
It
then
all happened.
It all happened and you're not tuned in. You're not connected. You have to watch all those moments where there's nothing happening. There's a lot happening.
And honestly, I almost wonder what if the experience would have been different going week to week.
Right.
Like I got to slam them all in.
A good book.
So everything was like,
Yeah.
you know,
Oh yeah.
and
Drenched. You were just drenched.
drenched, especially
Sopping wet with White Lotus.
so much fluid on me, especially after that second season. I mean, that is a fluid-based season.
Really was.
Really a lot of
so
fluid.
much fluid. Yeah.
And then season 3, and I was saying on the radio show, I haven't done this since Breaking Bad. I got to the penultimate episode. I finished the penultimate episode of season 3 right before the finale aired live.
Yeah.
So I could watch the finale live. Same way like Breaking Bad, I did not watch Breaking Bad.
And then you caught up.
And then like I was like, oh my God, why didn't anybody tell me this is the best show ever? And everybody was like, we had been telling you that.
Yeah.
And I was like, right, but I didn't believe you.
But it was like a race against time.
And then I finished right before this was even crazier. It was right before the series finale.
Right.
The series finale is
Oh,
tonight.
Yeah.
I caught up and was able to watch the series
With
finale
us,
live.
with everybody else.
Season 3 of White Lotus.
Same
That's
thing.
the way I handled it, the same way. And I mean,
Yeah.
I don't even have tolerance for people that were like,
Yeah.
it didn't hit for me. Like,
No.
well, you don't hit for me.
I
Get
gotta-
out of my life.
Yes, get out. Don't slip in my DMs and tell me nothing happened and tell me that it wasn't your favorite. It wasn't as good as the other seasons.
Oh, cool.
It's supposed to be polarizing, and that means it's a good show. And Mike White, he told y'all to get the fuck out of his bed if you don't like it. He's edging you. Don't be a bossy bottom. His words, not mine.
He said it. He did. There's a quote from Mike White that was, I want to read it verbatim.
Yes, yeah.
Because you're right. It was the best way to describe. I'm going to write
I'm
Mike.
edging you. Take the edge or something like
Mike White.
Yes.
I'm going to just say bossy
bottom.
bottom.
That's a perfect Google search.
Yeah, that's the. I mean, I'm sure the quote will come up. Mike White slams criticisms The White Lotus was too slow. And he says,
Are you ready for this?
yeah. There was complaining about how there's no plot. That part I find weird. It never did. Part of me is just like, bro, this is the vibe. I'm world building. If you don't want to go to my bed with me, then get out of my bed. I'm edging you. Enjoy the edging. If you don't want to be edged, then get out of my bed. Do you know what I mean? Like, don't be a bossy bottom. Get the fuck out of my bed. Don't come home with me.
I mean,
and he's right.
he didn't really leave any room for a rebuttal, for a response. Just like, love me or leave me. Like I say, sorry.
And I think that's part of watching the show too, week by week.
Yes.
Is that in episode 3 for you to be like, nah, fam, this season ain't hitting.
No.
It's like, relax.
Yes.
It all counts.
Yes.
That's what I love about the show.
Yeah.
Everything, as I told you before, not only does everything count, but it's all based on poor decisions, but poor decisions that are reality based.
Yes.
Okay.
One thing, I think you might know this, that like the first thing, because we're really going to dive deep.
Are we doing spoilers? Should we announce it?
Yeah, this is spoilers. I don't care if you haven't seen it. Sorry, turn us off. Don't turn us off.
Well, you don't have to be rude. You could just say, hey, just so you know, we're going to do some spoilers.
Hey, just, you know.
We're going to do some spoilers. Look.
Spoiler alert.
We're going to do some spoilers, but that's our vibe.
Yeah.
Don't be a bossy bottom.
Don't be bossy bottom. We're edging you.
We're edging a little bit.
Okay?
Okay? That's what this whole... By the way, people are like, oh, how come, like, more people aren't catching on to Satisfying? We're edging you.
We're world building.
We're world building. Don't be a... Get the fuck out of our bed.
Be cool. Don't be all uncool.
That's right.
Okay, so you knew about the threes. There's like a lot of 3 things, like the 3 Ratliff kids, the 3 girls that were on vacation together.
Are we talking about specifically in the 3rd season?
Yes.
Or in general? Okay.
Yes, that was intentional. The 3, they did the whole see no
evil, hear no evil,
yes.
fear no evil.
I thought it was speak. Speak.
No, it is
speak. Hear, whatever. Yes, but
fear no evil is a different thing. But I think it's see no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil.
Yes.
And then fear no evil is a different deal.
Yes. There's just like a lot of 3s things that are.
So which of the 3 kids?
Yes.
Who was the see no evil, speak no evil, hear no evil?
Oh, Saxon was
here.
C. No, he was C. She was here. She had headphones on, and he had a beer, so it was speak no evil. And Saxon was wearing sunglasses.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so first of all, I think thematically, apparently this was like, and I don't know much about Buddhism.
Yeah.
But apparently
Buddhism. Do it right.
You don't know about Buddhism?
Goated, bitch. Parker Posey is a legend.
I'm hearing all the, and I was like going crazy catching up with this show because it was 2 things. First, before I had started season 3, I'm hearing all this buzz about what's going on with Parker Posey.
Oh, she's everything.
And I'm like, oh my God, I got to see, because I love Parker Posey.
I mean, she's amazing.
And then when I see episode 1, when she's like, boys, and I'm like, instantly I go, there's no way she 100% put that in.
Yeah.
Like that was her interpretation of the character.
She was like the queen of like, I don't care what's written here. I know this woman and I'm going to embody her. When she ordered the Thai room service, saying all the things in like the word, not even trying to say them correctly.
You want to move to Taiwan?
You're not Chinese.
You're not even Chinese. You're not Buddhist.
Saxon, I just had a massage.
Oh,
You're bringing me back.
Saxton is like, there wasn't even a happy ending.
Right.
Oh, what's wrong?
I mean, also, I feel like Schwarzenegger, man, this is a moment. I mean, a lot of these actors and characters are having moments like Walton Goggins.
Yeah.
But Schwarzenegger,
he's a megastar after this. He was giving me
douche chills,
but also when I was like, this is a young Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
That's how I felt. Like, this is a young Tom Cruise. And even the way he, like, conducted himself as he was playing the character, like, the smile.
Yeah.
Or
how he would, like, laugh at things, like, scoff at them. Like,
yeah.
He couldn't believe it. He's incredulous.
You
don't want to hug me?
He was incredulous the whole time.
The entire time.
Oh, and then at the end, the realization that he hit. Well, okay. So I guess there's a lot of Buddhism in the show. Like, the tenets are reflected. I don't know about it. But I was also thinking, like, to me, each season, I think, just the way I took it in, felt like it had a kind of a big theme. I felt like the first season, family was kind of what it was all about.
Yes.
I felt like the second season, sex.
Sex and just hookers in general.
What do you do with hookers?
Yeah, you have sex with them.
Right. So
Yes.
yeah. I felt it was family, season 1.
Yeah.
Season 2, sex.
Yes.
I felt like season 3, death.
Death.
I felt like there was so much more just death around.
And even not like actually dying, but like the death of like who you were, right? Like Sam Rockwell, like.
Oh my God. That was the other thing. So it was 2 things that I was like, oh my God, I got to catch up. It was the buzz about Parker Posey and then the photos of Walton Goggins.
And I mean, it might be the greatest monologue of all time.
It's so good. I immediately went to work the next day and I was like, Travis, I know you drink chamomile tea. And then I realized I'm looking at me,
I want to be.
What if I am an Asian girl?
Oh, God.
And
yes.
the scene when they're like, after all that, he's like, yeah, I'm going to need a whiskey.
Yeah.
He's like, what?
Also, can we just discuss the fact that why do those 2 morons go in to pull off their thing with the lady that owns the hotel and the husband? They had no plan. They didn't like go over, okay, this is what your name is. This is what the movie is.
No.
They had
They were winging it. They
literally had no plan.
She was like, what movie did you see? He was like,
the one about I think you were a queen or something.
Are you singing?
I mean, like that infuriated me. What horrible criminals!
They were bad.
You have to have. He
wasn't, but it also wasn't like this mission.
I know.
It wasn't like it was Ocean's 11.
Yeah,
it was all emotional.
Yeah, Rick didn't even really know what his plan was.
No,
he just had to get to that.
He was
guy.
like, "How I'm gonna call it? I'm gonna call it in the ring. I'm gonna see how I feel when I get there." Yeah. So. Yeah. So you agree with me about the 3 themes?
Yes,
of
I agree with that.
seasons?
I didn't think
so.
about that, but I think that's great.
I think so.
Also, in each season, the managers have like these crazy moments and like life-changing things. And the one in this season didn't. He was just this weird dude who like.
That's true, because
right?
season 1, I mean,
yeah, we know.
GOAT manager, shit in a bag, get himself killed.
I mean, loves him some ketamine.
Loves him some ketamine.
Oh my God.
Season 2, right? She like fully came out and like realized herself. Season 3, this guy was just a big weirdo.
Like the weirdest.
I'm going to be performing.
And maybe that's.
I'm going to be. Do you have any advice on how to get out of stage fright?
It's just weird. Driving around in his golf cart.
But I kind of loved it. The whole reason you're like, the whole season you're going,
what's going to happen to him?
Oh, he's going to do something.
Something.
He's going to do. And no, he's just a weird guy.
Just a weird dude.
All right. So let's. I also want to say, while we're just throwing flowers out there.
Yeah.
Walton Goggins' ability to become a different human being with no makeup, no costume change, no hair, no nothing. Just like
uncomfortable in his own skin, clearly had trauma.
And then something happens, and when he comes back for breakfast the next day,
ready to get married.
He's a different human being entirely.
That's the plan.
That's the No. See, you felt that when she goes, I think we're going to be together forever. And he goes, that's the plan. In my head, I was like, fuck.
What, the plan's not going to work?
No, I go, forever is going to be real short. Immediately when they said that.
I'm so, like, this is when I'm watching shows or things like this is where I'm not, I'm not thinking too far ahead, which I do in life. I'm like literally thinking that moment. I'm not like, does this mean
That's good.
this?
That's a good way to watch it, I think.
Yeah.
But I go, when they go, we're going to be together forever, I'm like, they're toast. Yeah. They're done. Because they are going to be together forever. Because a lot of times in those moments, the things come true.
Yes.
But just not in the way you thought they were going to come true.
Did you say she thought that they were like yin and yang? Did you see the way that they were positioned in the water when they died?
I didn't see that.
Yin and yang, and like her bullet hole
That's
was
sick.
where they were yin yang.
That's sick.
I mean, he is amazing.
Mr. Schneebly?
Also, I didn't think that guy talk, I don't know how to say his name. I didn't think he was going to pull the trigger.
But he had to.
Yeah, but I mean, he took way too long.
Well, the reason, because he didn't get a happy, he was like all of them.
Yes. He didn't,
through their moral, no. Because a good person doesn't have the ability to kill. The whole thing was you don't have what it takes to kill
I'm a good person, and I'm pretty sure I could if I had to.
One of those two things is true.
Come on.
That's all I'll say.
Do you think you could kill someone if you had to?
For my family.
Okay.
But not because my boss told me to.
No.
If Jim McClure was like, hey, Sam, can you go kill him for me?
That's not.
But that's what he did. He killed for his boss.
I know. But I mean, not in theory. Like what was happening
and
was.
he thought old Blackpink or whatever that band's name is would like him.
God, she's amazing.
So
But wait a minute. He knew he didn't care. It was almost like he knew he was going to die. That's why he wasn't like running.
Walton.
Rick. He just
Walton
was
Goggins.
holding Chelsea and he was just walking slowly, waiting to die.
Because he was a broken person.
Yeah, it was over.
Like he realized that his happiness was completely fleeting.
Yeah.
That dude ruined his life 3 times.
Yeah, he really
And we saw 2 of them. So he ruined his life in the beginning. Like, finally he found happiness. He ruined his life again by coming back and going, your mother's a whore. And he's like, fuck, my life's ruined again.
Yeah.
Let me go
in the matter of a minute, like not even a minute.
And then he changed again. And then he's like, let me go kill this guy. And then he goes, I am your father.
No,
he
she
went,
said it.
yeah, this is your father,
Did you know that?
I didn't.
I didn't either.
Some people did. I did not.
Also, I love it. She's like, he told me. Like, it was like, he
Yeah.
just sprung it on me.
Damn.
Such a little thing. Like, yeah, I had mac and cheese for dinner.
And so and now his girlfriend's dead and it's his fault.
That I'm surprised that somebody didn't knock on my door and like call the authorities. I was
Bawling?
heaving,
Oh, no.
ugly crying. Well, it started with Lockie. And then when that happened, he was like, no, please, it's going to be okay. I was like, I was wailing.
Yeah. But it had to happen for them to be together forever. She needed to be with him. Plus, you just have to be happy with whatever fate you get.
Yeah.
And that's what fate she got.
Yeah.
And then that's why I think he wasn't running. He knew that there was a gun behind him. But yeah.
Also at the beginning or like all through the whole show, you're like, what a prick. Like you get why he's a prick, but he's like, he's so horrible to her.
He's
but
horrible.
Like, but he does love her.
Well, he
just
did, and he
doesn't
did
know.
for a second. For a second, he was able to show her.
Yeah, because he always did. It's
Yeah.
not like he was like carrying around
He just
like
had so much trauma.
Yes. And how how guilty did the Indian meditation woman feel after being like, just wait an
give me
hour,
a
you'll be
second.
fine. Give me a second, sit on the bench and wait.
By the way, there was a vibe going on between them too.
Oh, you thought so?
She was like, no, I want you to come back.
Yeah, not because of that. She wanted
Okay.
to help him.
There was a vibe.
He had a horrible coping mechanism.
All right, well, both of them were attractive people.
He did not. She didn't. Neither of them wanted to do each other.
They were attractive
no,
people.
They were. Doesn't mean that they wanted.
They wanted to be close to each other.
You can be close without banging.
I'm sensing a vibe. And I'm good about that stuff.
He just wanted to pipe.
Yeah, I think so.
She was very beautiful, though.
But I did for a second go, he shouldn't go back to the hotel.
Yes, another dumb thing. You needed a plan before going in and not knowing any of the details of your plan. And this guy is going to come for you.
But I think that part of it was that, like, he was so, like, weight off his shoulders.
That he wasn't thinking.
That's what I think. That's the way I took it.
I'm good. I'm free.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, I mean, do you think it was a happy end? Who do you think it was a happy ending for?
Belinda. And
You're a bad person.
why? Because she took blood money?
I can't believe what a horrible human being you
Shut
are.
up.
Literally, come on.
Who cares? That's a happy ending. She got hers. She got screwed. That was karma. That was the universe giving her what she deserved.
Okay.
Tanya should have not taken it back. Although she did do to
She became everything that she didn't want to be.
I don't know.
On 2 levels, right? First of all, she was literally given the choice, love or money. She goes, money. And they go,
I think I would take the money too.
I think you would too.
I mean, because you can find
But that
the
goes
love.
back to my original point.
Okay, then I'm a bad person. You know I'm not a bad person.
I'm very fond of you.
Okay.
So
I think I'm good at my core. I think I make bad decisions sometimes, but I'm a good
that's what the
person.
show's all about.
Shut up. I didn't think of her as that. Like,
So she picked money. She picked blood money instead of finally finding love with a guy that she was pursuing. And she literally said, we'll set up a business together. She roped him along. She's the one who was the pursuer. She made the same way.
yes, that Tanya did to her.
Oh, we should start.
Things have changed for me. I'm rich now, bitch. No, but the thing is that now that I'm thinking about it, how come? So she had the $5 million. She still wants to open the spa. Did she get greedy all of a sudden? Because they still could have opened the spa together.
She doesn't want to do it with him. And first of all, she's not staying.
Fine, bring him with you.
She's not interested anymore. Same way Tanya wasn't interested anymore. This is just a fantasy, and now she's got money the way Tanya had money, and now she's just, all right, see you later. She's
Go off, Belinda.
So no, she's a horrible person.
All right. But she's when you said happy ending, she's happy.
She's
gonna be-
rich, not happy.
She's happy. She can go fulfill her dreams and open a spa.
She's become everything
That she didn't
that
wanna be.
hurt her.
Okay. All right. You're so deep, Mike White. So deep.
You're just upset that you thought Belinda was a role, but you still thought.
No.
Yes, you did. You thought Belinda was like.
Well, Greg is the bad dude. Yes, she did kind of become that. But
There's multiple bad people.
okay,
Greg is also bad. He concocted a murder. He's also not a good person. Like Belinda being a bad person doesn't mean that Greg is not a bad person. Greg and Belinda are bad people. People.
All right, fine.
And that son is going to be a shark.
I did.
What a negotiator.
Oh my God, he was so cheesy, but I mean, he got it done.
He got it done.
I thought for 2 seconds Mike White's going to come back with one more thing, and they were waving on the boat. I thought the thing was going to explode. I thought the whole boat was going to explode.
What?
Multiple people have told me the same exact thing.
Why would the boat explode?
Like that Greg came back and still got her.
And blew up a boat?
Blew her up, her and Zion sailing off into the sunset.
What about this show would ever make you think that we're blowing up boats on the show?
Like he set a bomb and killed her. Why are you acting like that's so crazy?
That's like an action movie.
No, but that he was like, no, you're not actually taking my money. I'll let you think that you're getting my $5 million somehow. And I'm going to kill you because you.
But he doesn't get it back. It's already in her bank account.
I don't know. There's ways.
It would just go to her next of kin. Although Zion would be dead too because he blew up on the boat.
You can laugh.
Don't you think the authorities would be like, hey, we have a real problem. A boat blew up.
Yeah. And then it wouldn't get answered because it was the finale. Just like Mike White likes it.
They probably go like this. Hey, this boat blew up. Also, weird thing. This guy who lives near where the boat blew up just gave her $5 million in the bank. I hope those aren't related.
Okay, I'm sorry.
And there were multiple people. Who else thought the boat was going to blow up?
I don't know. I feel like I said it to a bunch of people, and they were like, yeah, me too.
I mean,
we got a lot of morons hanging around me, huh?
Dumb people.
Okay. Let's move on. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
There's so many things that we do agree on with this.
So yeah, I mean, because I just
shut up.
Okay, but the whole thing was that the tragedy of her story is that she turned into a bad person.
I did not think it was tragic. I understand what you're saying now,
right?
But I'm still saying she's going to go off and probably be happy, even though she turned into what hurt her.
Her moral fiber is corrupted.
She's still got a big old smile on her face.
I love it. What I love is like I would just love a writer's room where it's like, and now her moral fiber is corrupted. What if the boat blows up? Okay, that's an option too.
Yo, I'm not. I mean,
it'd be so frustrating because if you and I were in there, right, and I set up what actually happened, right, and now we realize that blah blah blah, and you go, what if the boat blew up? And you know that somebody in that room would look at you and go, and I'd go,
yo,
what?
My mom said, Mom, you said the same thing.
Lenny from the block?
By the way, Lenny from the block was like, where is Satisfying?
Shout out to Lenny.
She listens every week. I love it. She goes, I miss it.
Love her.
Love her.
Love her.
But I guess, I mean, if my mom thought it, that's telling.
Your mom thought the boat was going to blow up?
She said it for 2 seconds. I was like, oh my God, is this thing going to explode? Because it was like slow
motion. Your
motion.
mom also thought she got a happy ending. Honey, you go with the money. Your mom is Parker Posey.
Yeah.
Parker Posey would have also said, you have to be comfortable. At this point in my life, I just don't think I'm meant to live uncomfortably.
That's how I feel.
You do, right?
I am not meant to live uncomfortably.
Okay, so, I mean, do you think the three ladies had a happy ending?
I mean, I think it was happier. I feel like they went through it.
You have girlfriends like that you will hang out with the same girlfriends, you will fight, you will love, you will do all this.
Totally.
Do you hang out with any boyfriend stealers? Because that one is a boyfriend stealer. Mike White loves writing about these boyfriend stealers.
Yeah, she looks hot though, right?
Yeah, but I don't know. I liked Carrie Coon.
I mean, Carrie Coon is
iconic.
She's just ridiculous. And Leslie Bibb, every time she her smile, that smile was like, oh.
Do you think that they actually rejoined or?
I mean, I think, yes, it's going to go back. They're not going to see each other for a long time, but I think they actually got to tell their truths. I always thought that, like, you were just going to try to one-up me and steal the guy and, like, you know what? And then you have this perfect life and you love to portray that, like, you're perfect and you like, go to church and you've got this nice white picket fence. And you know, Carrie Coon's like, I'm still figuring it out.
Yeah.
And I'm just happy to be at the table.
I know. Which one of those three were you in your girlfriend group?
I never stole boyfriends.
Would you enable boyfriend stealing? Maybe.
Probably.
So you're probably Leslie Bibb.
Yeah, like if I thought that I was like, he's better with you, probably.
Oh my God! Like,
Come on.
Oh yeah, they were really gonna hook up anyway.
I'm doing her a favor.
Yeah. I can see that.
He's
I
no
can.
good for you.
I think that's right. Because you're not rotten.
Yeah.
Like that. Like the other one's a little rotten.
Yo, did you?
It's psychotic to try to like spend all this time being like, you should do it. You should do it. You should do it. I'm gonna do it.
I'm gonna do
like,
it.
What the fuck?
Yeah. That was fucked up.
You wouldn't do that.
No,
but you might enable it later to be like, okay, let's try to like.
But she was also trying to portray like I've got this hot guy and I'm famous and all this stuff. And like she's calling him, she can't get a hold of him.
That's right.
She's lonely and
Celebrities,
empty.
they're just like us.
Stars, they're just like us. And Valentin, I was like, oh, he's just like this, like hot, whatever. And then when all of a sudden he banged Carrie Coon, and then he's like, do you have Zelle? Do you have Cash App? Do you have Venmo?
Oh my God! When he was like, my grandmother's sick.
I was like, oh my God! And then she had to jump out.
She had to jump out the window.
Oh my God!
It was all a scam.
How did it go from like beautiful lovemaking to like?
Because that's what they do.
Yo, let me get your PayPal.
That's what I mean. That was the. Okay, all right. That was the beauty of the end, right? When they're going over everyone, and you realize like those three guys are just hitting up the next group of girls, and he like some of them are gonna fall for the Zelle scam, and some of them aren't.
I wish Guy Talk had told on him. I knew he wouldn't, but
You think Guy Talk had a happy ending?
yeah, he's the man. He's gonna get Mook. He's wearing the shades. He's the head security.
He gave up on all of his principles too.
Who cares, man? They all got their dreams.
But they had to sell out to get their dreams.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
They all had to lose everything. Like that's part of what I think it makes the show so wonderful is that like the human experience is, yeah, you can have your dream, but everything that you believe in, you have to throw it out the window.
I'm sorry. You gotta do what you gotta do. Sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do.
This world is a cold and cruel place. I mean, because like so for Guy Talk, I'm sitting there, and he doesn't rat out the robbers.
No, stupid.
And
he was like, if you tell, you're killing me. He was like, oh, shucks, I can't do that.
No, I think that he didn't tell on them because it's like he just didn't want to upset the apple cart at that point because he got what he wanted.
Yeah.
You know, and the fact that like not only like you don't have it in you to kill someone.
Yeah.
That would have been the actual happy ending.
No, it wouldn't have. Then he would have left his job and not been doing something that he wanted. It would not have been a happy ending.
No, he would have left his job. He wouldn't have gotten the girl, but none of that. Like if he were
holding on to your principles does not make you happy.
It makes you righteous.
Cool. Gemstones. I don't need to be righteous. Why are you always laughing at me?
Because
that does not make me happy to hold. I mean, when I get what I want, I'm happy. No, but for real, you're laughing at me.
This is selfish and terrible.
It's not.
It's a terrible way to be.
What are you gonna do?
You know, you should just get what you want. I mean, that's a shallow existence.
I think that a lot of his wasn't that he was like he was so moral and didn't ever want to hurt anybody because he really was more of like what it says in Buddhism about
pacifist.
And just being filled with gratitude and being giving and everything. I think his was more. He just couldn't bring himself to do it. He couldn't bring himself to be like that bad guy. He wasn't confident. He was shy. He wanted to be able to do it, but he couldn't do it. But then he did. He got the job and the girl.
The ability to murder.
That was his job, though. Rick was bad. What he did was bad. He was helping. That's like what he should have done.
He wasn't a bodyguard. The bodyguards are supposed to.
He's a security guard. He's supposed to protect the woman who that he's protecting.
He's a gatehouse operator. They didn't even have a gun before
talk.
Gay talk. Yeah, he had to give up on his ability to be a good human being.
Wow, we had wildly different experiences. It's so funny because on the way home, we got very excited because we were just chit-chatting about this and all the things that we thought. And we were like in sync, and now we totally saw things very differently, which is interesting.
But that's great.
Yeah,
that's the way. Yeah. I thought that like.
Do you think I'm being a bossy bottom?
No,
Okay,
because you liked it. We liked it for different reasons.
Okay.
No, I would never do the show with you over bossy bottom. I've experienced bossy bottoms before. They're the worst.
Did
Yeah, so I'm like he got his job that he wanted, and he got the girl at the expense of like, oh, Gay Talk is dead.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's who he was.
I just still think did you see the smile on his face when he was driving away after he got to hug Mook?
It's very shallow
Rub
understanding.
himself against
Yeah, no,
her?
I saw it. He did want to rub.
He said in real life he was so starstruck when he met her because she's one of the biggest K-pop stars ever.
Yeah. No, I saw that.
Okay.
I mean,
Did Mr. Ratliff give you anxiety? I wanted to jump into a pool of lorazepam.
lorazepams.
Because I mean that man, just watching him, it was like I felt like I was in his body. It was ruining
so
my life.
stressful. And every time, you know what they did so well? Every time he woke up, and they always did that thing where there's the one wake up, and
Still
then
okay.
and then you remember.
Yeah.
Right?
I'm so fucked.
And he took naps constantly.
Oh, yeah,
so they just kept having him wake up and go,
Right?
Yeah. No, I was very stressed out watching him, trying to figure out what he was going to do.
Also, him and Parker Posey don't do it. They couldn't have been farther away from each other every time they got into bed. I know it's because he was going through it. But
He's going through it, but also that's kind of the idea of the unhappy marriage does come up a lot in these White Lotus shows.
Yeah.
You know?
Right.
And it's not,
and there's rich and southern and proper and.
Yeah, and not like, you know, they probably got married because it made sense.
Yeah, it made sense.
This makes sense.
You're rich. You come from a nice blooded family.
Right. Nice blooded.
You know what I mean?
I do know exactly
That was probably not said the right way.
No, but you got it.
Right.
The spirit of it was
Came from like a good family that's like known. And
Yes. Yeah, no, it was stressing me out the whole time.
Yeah.
First of all, I picked up like from the first episode.
Yeah.
I was like, there is a weirdness between these siblings. The chemistry between the siblings, it was like she kind of seemed like she was in love with the younger brother.
She did.
And the older brother was
jealous.
Kind of negging her a little bit.
And trying to get Lucky to come with him.
Yeah. No, you sleep in my room. No,
and when they slept in the temple, I was sure that Lucky was going to try to hook up with Piper.
You thought he was going to hit them both?
Yeah, he's a pleaser.
He is a pleaser. He is a pleaser. Oh, and that scene where he's just like kind of peeking at his brother, like
it's going into jerking
off. I mean,
I think it does come off as like a sexual tension, but I also think it showed how much he was going through it and trying to figure out who he was and his identity.
And I kind of like that they planted those seeds, but it really was just confusion of who he is and just being a pleaser.
And he did that Mike did that. Like he wanted to be like, what's happening here?
Right.
Like, are they just or do they?
I mean, dude, the way he shot that threesome scene. First of all, I don't want to do a threesome with another guy. What about last night?
Oh.
But yeah, when it's like it looks like he's just like
he wants to die the next day.
Because you think it's weird where it's like, is he like jerking off watching his brother? That's weird. And then the camera turns and you're like, that's his brother's hand.
Yep. And again, he's probably very blurry, not blacked out, but like browned out.
Right. And then it takes you a good half episode until you actually get to what really happened.
He's like, are you mad at me or something? No, what are you talking about? Yes.
Yeah, furious.
But also Saxon did say Saxon doesn't do drugs. He doesn't need drugs.
Right.
And then he did the drugs.
He did them.
And that's why he doesn't do drugs.
He did them.
Because then he's got his brother jerking him off.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
How the hell did we get here?
Yeah. So it was a really fun episode, though, how messed up they all were.
It got so messed up.
So good.
So messed up. And he wanted to hook up with the one that didn't want him.
Yeah.
She's like, nah.
And he just wants to be accepted, even though he comes across as like so confident. Like at the end, like when he was talking to Chelsea, he felt seen by her. And then when
she's the British one, right?
Yeah. And when she got up because she saw Rick come back.
He went, oh, that's.
And then he just like
and okay, it was two step. I what I loved about his like aha realization was I'm with you 100%. Where like he sees that and he's like, oh, she loves him.
Yeah, that's love.
That's different. I think also when he's like, hey, sorry, I couldn't help you out, and she goes, that's okay, we'll find somebody else. It's not gonna be hard. Like it's like you're just you're a tool,
disposable,
like you're like whatever. We were having a good time, but like I'll find any dude.
And that was him at the beginning of the season. He was like, big swinging dick. Like he got whatever he wanted.
And I loved.
He went to Duke.
I love. By the way, way to win a national championship. Not.
Did you hear how mad Duke University got? Not Duke University, but
yeah.
The college.
The scene was with the Duke shirt on.
How could they? They were like.
We'll figure out how to get to the national championship and win, and then we'll figure out how to not do it on.
Oh, did you just say all of that for Matt Ryan? Because he's the biggest Tar Heels fan ever. He hates Duke.
Well, I mean, Duke collapsed in the Final Four.
Duck Fook.
Boom.
That's what they say.
So, yeah.
Saxon, you were saying about how.
Yeah. Seeing at the end that she really did just find some other dude.
She didn't care.
And Greg just goes.
She's just trying to.
They're just trying to do some cuckoldry.
Yeah, she just wants to stay in the position where she can live this like luxurious life. She doesn't like Greg, but if she makes
Get a little cuckoldry. Greg wants a little cuckoldry.
You want to look right because it just makes him feel like it fills the void that his mom left.
That's all.
Yeah,
That's all.
Or dad.
Either way.
Doesn't matter.
Cuckoldry.
Cuckoldry.
That's what we need.
Did you just make that word up?
No.
It's cuckoldry's a thing?
If you're a cuckold, you participate in cuckoldry.
I just thought you were a cuckold. You were into cuckold. I didn't know cuckoldry was a thing, but
Cuckoldry.
I really like that word.
yeah.
I like it a lot.
Yeah, that's the word.
Her teeth were real mangled too. Everyone's talking about Chelsea's teeth. You see Greg's chick's teeth?
Yeah.
They were going in every direction.
They were.
And I think she's like one of those, like, you know, Kate Moss's teeth are not that, like, they're kind of like messed up. There's like something sexy about that. Yes.
They have character.
Yes.
Yeah. No, I'm with you.
Although Chelsea, she did look like it looked uncomfortable. Like she had to tuck her teeth back into her mouth.
Yeah.
But I love that she's like, this is me, man.
Yeah. We liked her on that show, Sex Ed, that's on Netflix.
Oh, I never seen that.
Yeah.
It's good?
Yeah, it's good. We
Okay.
already, What did you think it was cheap that the kid didn't die? That he came back to life?
I liked it only because that's when my wailing started. When the dad came in, I was like, no,
Finally some relief.
No. And yeah, so I got some relief that I needed midway through, so I appreciated that. But when
So you gave that an appreciation?
I gave that a quick appreciation.
Okay.
I just couldn't
Just want to send a quick appreciation out to Mike White for not killing the little kid.
Yeah, he came back to life. And then I thought about it. It was realistic because it wasn't enough to kill. So that's why he got so sick and almost died.
And threw up immediately.
Right. So he didn't, it wasn't enough.
But the fact that he, first episode, I think.
Yeah.
They set up with him going like, no, you got to chug it. You can't sip it.
And of course, he chugs the suicide drink.
When he takes the drink,
chugs it.
I looked at Jess and I was like, oh my God, remember his brother told him he's got to chug it? And she was like, oh,
Look at you, the guilt that a father would feel if it was ruining my life. And then also I thought it was very weird, and I know that scene was on purpose when he said, Lucky, do you think you could live with no money, no house, blah, blah, blah? So he was going to kill himself and everybody else. And spare Lucky, but then he would have to deal with mass suicide.
But he's the only one that could live without money.
I know, but then his life would still be fucked.
His life is fucked anyway.
Yeah, he has no direction.
Shot. He's got no shot.
He's just like, ooh,
yeah.
Ooh.
He is, to me,
he shrivels.
It was not a happy ending for him.
No.
He's got no shot in this world.
He lived. That was the only positive thing that came out.
You get to breathe air.
You get to breathe air.
It ain't going to be it's going to be a bumpy ride moving forward.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Also looked so uncomfortable as he was getting sick. It was making me sick.
Yeah.
It looked like he was really sucked.
Yeah. What did you think of that scene in the beginning where the blonde goes up to Parker Posey and says they were at a baby shower together? And Parker Posey was like, I don't know who you are.
She probably did, but she was like...
But why didn't they never followed up on it?
I think it was more about just showing who she was, who
Parker Posey
is, showing that
okay.
She's a dick. Yeah, okay, even if I did, this is embarrassing. I would never be spotted with somebody like you, never be seen with someone like you.
I see. Okay, I like that.
I am a socialite. I'm you're lower than me.
Yeah.
Yes,
yeah.
I think that was just for that. But yes, I did think it was going to follow up. I thought there was maybe something that had happened.
But maybe it was just
to show
just that.
What a dick she was.
Right. Yeah. I like Pam, the woman with the sack of cell phones.
Oh my gosh.
I brought you devices.
They hated her guts.
We don't need them.
That also gave me anxiety every time they tried to get it back. When Saxon was trying to get his phone, he's like, no, you don't need that.
Yeah.
It was oh my God. And just every time he brought the phone to dinner and it would buzz, put it on silent, bro.
Do you think it was a happy ending for the family at all? How crazy was it?
Yeah.
I mean, it was so funny when the girl comes back from the Buddhist thing. And
I did not think that was going to happen.
Me neither. We were going, why is she so weird? Why is she acting weird? And it's
eat this every day for a year?
Yeah, she did it. You could tell it wasn't organic. And at first I'm like, is she fucking around? And then you're like, oh no, she really.
Yeah.
And
she is a product of her environment.
And it's just so that she's in such distress. And Parker Posey is like, one of us.
Come on,
one
back.
of us.
Yes,
yeah.
yes. Because she knows that she was that. She knows what it is to be that. She knows that that's who she is and didn't want it. So she rebelled and tried the whole Buddhist thing.
But
and I don't
over.
need this. But that's who you are, honey.
And even the chemistry between her and the older brother.
Yeah.
After that.
Yeah.
It was not
weird.
But it wasn't angry anymore.
No, because she was like, you know who you are.
Yeah.
You're a rich dick.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, enjoy it.
Also, did they see, like, did they open their phones and see, like,
I
either
think so.
news pop up or something? But I love, he's like, we're going to get it through it as a family. No, you're not.
No, you're not. You're
they're
going to
get
jail.
raided by the FBI. They're going to lose all their money.
Yeah. They're not going to be able. Yeah.
I mean, maybe it's like a plea deal or something. I don't know.
He's going to jail.
He's definitely going to jail.
Yeah,
He did some unsavory shit.
It's going to be a disaster.
Yeah. Oh, my
I love
God.
That. I love that when he goes, "Are you saying I'm implicated?" And the guy goes, "Yes."
Yeah, yeah.
Very
He said,
implicated.
why would you do that? You said you wouldn't.
And he goes, "Okay, but how do we get in there?" He's
Yeah,
like, no, like, you're in
it's
a lot
over.
of trouble. Like,
Your life's over. This is what I'm
This
trying.
is
Yeah,
it.
I know. It was so bad. Wait.
And
what-
then he goes like this, and for $5 million or whatever
Yeah,
it was.
It wasn't even that much money for him.
For $5 million, I believe was what he said. I think when he goes, this wasn't even worth it for $5 million.
Right. Well, because it was probably also like in that
How much
world,
did Belinda get that
$5 million. I know.
changed her life?
Do you think that was intentional?
100%.
I didn't even think about that.
100%. As a matter of fact, it just occurred to me in this conversation. I hope he really did say $5 million, and I'm not just conflating it. Because
Yeah.
if so, that's so fun.
Yeah, but also because like when you're like when there's insider trading happening, it's like 5 here, like there's like maybe like 20 here. There's like it's always like if you're doing something bad and
I don't know about that. I'd have to ask your husband.
He doesn't do insider
Oh,
trading.
okay, I don't know.
I don't think he would even know how.
No, he probably. I would never. I don't
No.
believe.
He's pretty good with technology, but
But yeah, not
No.
even that good with technology.
no, he's pretty bad actually.
Yeah.
I mean, good for me. He can help me with things.
But you're like.
Yeah, the lowest of the low.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Okay, wait. So there was something else. God. Oh yeah. Well, I told you the memes alone are amazing. Like they showed Carmi from the bear in the kitchen
Yeah.
screaming. The coconut milk is not turned. The coconut milk is
I wrote it
Oh
down.
my God.
I wrote it down because we were
Please.
just saying it before this
the
started.
coconut milk.
And the longer we like stumble over
Isn't right. It's ruining my life.
I know, it'll just ruin us more.
And I see that line everywhere.
I mean, it's my favorite line.
It's
I
so
literally,
good.
as soon as the coconut milk is off.
Is off.
Look
And
at this.
so-
As soon as it was said, and I got like one reply on it because nobody knew what I was talking about. 9:55 p.m.
Yeah.
on Sunday. I just wrote the coconut milk is
the
off
coconut milk is off, and it's so funny.
because he slaps the glass.
Like
the
a
coconut milk
like
is
a
off.
bitch slap.
Yeah.
Like he looked nerdy the way that he slapped it. And then I love it how after they clean it up, Parker Posey's just like, she's like, have you ever heard of wine?
Yeah, like what just happened is totally normal
It was so weird. It was so weird.
because they don't live in touch in reality
No,
at all.
no.
It's just like, well, okay, I guess we're not. All right, well, I guess we're not having pina coladas then.
I mean, get out the wine, get an
Yeah,
opener. They
yeah.
just go about their business.
People were criticizing the kid for using a dirty blender, but
Well,
I
I
think
mean-
a kid would use a dirty blender.
Well, he would. He's
Exactly.
a moron.
He's a moron.
No,
He's
he
a dumb
doesn't.
young kid.
He doesn't think. He does what he's told. Like he
Yeah.
does. Yeah. I mean, it's really sad.
Yeah.
I mean, also, why did the dad, after almost killing his entire family, leave the blender? Like, isn't the first like, you slapped it? You bitch.
Don't
slapped
forget
it
he was
out.
on lorazepam.
Oh yeah, lorazepam. I want to try some lorazepam. I think it's just like Klonopin or like Xanax. It's just like calms your anxiety.
I don't know. I think it seems like it.
Like it might be a little strong.
Well, I mean, if you use it as frequently as
Right.
our hero did.
When she first like handed it to him, it was like, "Come on, it's not. You're not going to get addicted.
Right.
Just take it when you feel it."
and then he's addicted.
Then he fully finishes it.
Yeah. It takes the bottle out of her purse. Not the boat, people.
Oh, people.
Yeah, we're going to go out.
Oh,
Well, I'm all dolled up. Let's go.
just. Did you know? Okay, so remember when his dad? Let's go back to Walton Goggins when Rick
Yeah.
is at the resort, even though he should have fled
Mm-hmm.
after attacking the man that owns the resort. When he was saying, because I didn't know that was the dad in that moment. You
I
didn't
didn't.
either.
I
Okay.
did not.
But when you think back, he was like, you weren't your dad wasn't a good guy. You weren't missing much.
Yeah,
Like,
he's talking about himself.
And I always knew your mother was a whore because I was with your mother.
Yeah.
because I'm the dad. Like it was like
100%. And when he was like, yeah, we weren't missing much. Your dad was a bad guy. I didn't know your mom was a liar. Blah, blah. Like,
right.
yeah,
Also, what
that cuts deep.
it really does. The actress that was there with the three girls. What like, if you had to guess, like what show she's on, like. What show is it analogous to, like a show now? Because it seemed like a big show that like if the owners of the resort wanted like pictures and stuff, like
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of it.
Okay, that's a fair question. I don't think it would be like A massive show?
But it had to have been like able to be
Big
international.
enough.
Yeah.
Big enough. So a streamer,
Yeah. Like,
let's say
like a Ted Lasso?
maybe a Ted Lasso. Maybe, you know what? What's her face on Ted Lasso with the forehead who's so cute?
Oh, I love her.
Yeah. You know who?
Yes. The British one.
Yeah. What's her name?
I don't know. She's with
She's known. She's got a known name.
I know the name. Why are we brain dead today?
I don't know. We haven't been around each other.
No, and she's with Roy, right?
Yeah.
It's gonna come up. I love her. I'm obsessed with her, and I love her accent. So you think it's like analogous to that?
Maybe.
I don't know.
Maybe a little bigger than that.
Fuck is her
Juno
name?
Temple.
Juno Temple.
Juno
God!
Temple. Yeah, it could be a Juno Temple situation. I could see it being a Juno Temple.
I mean, it doesn't matter. It just was like
No, it's just an interesting
because
level of stardom.
Yeah.
Like I don't think it's
Anything like nuts, not like a Jennifer Aniston.
no, but maybe it's like her from White Lotus.
Okay.
Does that work?
Maybe that's intentional as well.
Because well,
I'm just joking.
yeah, that's him really hoping his show does
Also,
well.
I read a bunch of like facts. Everyone has to audition. There is no like, oh, I know you. You'll be good for this part. I'm hiring you. Every single person had to audition. There is one set pay. They get equal amounts, and there's no negotiating, which I found very hard to believe. But I guess you want to be part of this franchise, so you say yes.
And
These are facts.
I believe it.
Yeah,
And I mean, I don't think there was anybody on that show.
that was big enough just to take.
Well, that would command like I won't do it unless, because even the people who were big are people who also are real actors.
Right, but you get to a point in your career if you're an actor where you don't have to audition. They're like, we want you for this part.
Sure.
But I
think people, especially now. I mean,
Yeah.
season 4 is going to be absurd, but I think now people know like this is a show that can make you.
I got clickbaited the other day, and they were like, season 4 confirmed to be in Las Vegas. I was like, that's kind of weak. She went from Thailand to Vegas.
Look, okay. Well, here's my theory, okay? Because I was already like flirting with this idea at the beginning of this season.
Yeah.
But I was like, okay. By the end of this season 1, you have a dead manager.
Right.
Season 2, and again, spoilers.
Yeah.
Season 2,
Guest.
you have a drowned guest and a boat full of dead people.
Oh, yeah.
Don't forget about
The
the boat full
gays.
of the gays.
Yeah. I love her.
You're gay too.
You know why her character was so great? She was a doofus, but she was always confused.
Oh,
everything.
and also like wears her heart on her sleeve. You're gay too. Oh.
And like we were saying in the car, it's like, in the car, how funny is it that of course she's like gonna get away, and then her dopey ass just trips and falls and drowns. Yeah, like.
But like, okay, so you have then in Thailand, you got 5 bodies getting off that, including an owner.
No, but 3 people died only.
No, 5.
Oh, but
owner,
main
bodyguard,
okay, but main characters.
2 main characters, plus the owner,
Okay.
plus 2 bodyguards.
Right.
So I'm saying 5 bodies are getting taken off that hotel.
Also, then maybe Guy Tux shouldn't feel so good about himself because it was like process of elimination. She had no one for the job anymore.
That's exactly right.
Right.
yeah.
Okay,
I
so-
mean, we went through levels.
Yeah, none of
But
them
so
were.
so 5 bodies and a shootout on hotel property.
In a fake out with Lockie.
That's right.
Yeah.
And and we got one guy puking up seeds in the pool. I've got to believe
Yes.
that the White Lotus hotel brand in canon in the show,
Yes.
the fictional,
Yes. Not getting great press.
who's going to a White Lotus resort?
You know what?
How do you do a season 4? This is the Death Hotel.
It is the Death Hotel.
Who is going to a White Lotus anywhere? If this shit is happening in Thailand, in Sicily, and in Maui,
Sicily. I should say it like that.
there's a little accent.
Okay.
And in Maui,
Yeah.
you mean to tell me that somebody's going back to a White Lotus resort? I wouldn't. I'd be like, no, we don't go to White Lotuses. People
I
die
know.
there.
But again, it is fictional. But yes, in theory, that would be a bad idea.
Because
to be
they
like,
all exist in this universe because Greg's at all of them.
okay, right, exactly. But I think I think he really is done. He's going to stay.
Well, he has to.
Yeah, he has no choice.
I want him in the 4th season.
You do.
Because he's the only person that's been in all the seasons.
So it like feels like safe and comfortable.
Yeah, you can't even put Belinda in the 4th season because she wasn't in the 2nd season.
How hard did you laugh when you saw that he was the Uncle Rico from
Nicole.
from Napoleon Dynamite?
Nicole. I might have been the last person to find out. I swear to God, as useless as your Instagram stories usually are,
That was useful.
beyond
Mind blowing. I know.
you were the person while we were gone. You are the person who let me know that that's Uncle Rico.
Amazing.
And then, and we did, it spelled out onto the radio show.
Yeah.
There's a whole bit now. Bro, John Grease.
Yeah.
Grice.
I have no
John
idea.
Grice. John Grice.
John G, just like we're in Severance.
John G. His Audi
Yeah. Oh,
has been in everything.
he's that guy.
He's in everything. I had no idea, but we started like, there was so much crossover. We were talking about Val Kilmer and how Val Kilmer had died. He was in a movie with John Grice.
Oh, wow.
Like, he's been in absolutely everything.
Well, you know when you're having a discussion about someone where you're like, oh, you don't know that actress? Come on, she's that one who
Except
like
I didn't know he was one of those because you cannot tell looking at him.
can't tell. Well, when you look at Unky is so Uncle Rico.
And then once you told me that's Uncle Rico,
Can't unsee it. Exactly.
I was like, oh my God, that's him. And then Amazon, I posted on my stories, put out a meme of Uncle Rico going, one day I'd like to make a whole bunch of money, live in a big mansion or something. And then the bottom picture is him as an old man with a whole bunch of money living in a mansion.
Why didn't you send that to me?
I'll send it to you right now.
Please.
I mean, I'll send it to you after.
Okay, after.
It was so good. So good.
I just like Goggins can get it. Forget Greg. I've never been so attracted to someone that I would
To
normally.
Walton Goggins.
You
You got to start watching
and
Righteous
Rick.
Gemstones, Uncle Baby Billy.
I know. Matt watched the first season and then fell off, which you said that's not a thing that happens.
It is, and it's such a good show.
Yeah, sometimes people fall off shows.
I'll tell you what,
What?
this also tripped me up. So Mike White,
Yeah.
who's the writer, he's the creator.
Yeah.
He is White Lotus.
He's the man.
Mr. Schneebly
Mm-hmm.
from School of Rock
Yes.
also wrote School of Rock.
Okay.
Okay, but that's Schneebly from School of Rock.
Okay. Mike White?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think I knew that Mike White was an actor.
Yeah, he's in School of Rock.
Okay, I didn't
He's
know
Jack
that.
Black's roommate in School of Rock.
That's crazy. Is that what tripped you up?
Who had the other best weekend in entertainment alongside Mike White? Whose movie made $300 million?
Oh,
Jack
Jack Black.
Black.
Whoa.
Now you're tripped up.
I mean,
It's School of Rock weekend.
they need to go have a drink or something.
Absolutely.
They need
Miranda Crossgrove, they should have done an iCarly
Oh my
reunion
gosh.
this weekend because
Seriously.
it would have been lit.
That's crazy.
That Jack Black and Mike White had the best weekends
Ever.
ever at the same time.
I
They
mean-
said it was like 6 million people watched this White Lotus finale. It was up 30% from last week's
It
episode.
was actually over 6 million.
It's like 6.2, right?
Yeah,
Something like that.
It was 6.2.
Hey. Yeah, but I mean, like,
Wow.
and then Jack Black.
Full circle. It's almost like Mike White intended on making that happen.
That would be.
He's the mastermind.
It'd be so great to interview Mike White and everything, like everything. Did you do that on purpose?
Yeah. And he could just say, yeah.
I noticed you and Jack Black had a great weekend at the same time. Was that on purpose?
Oh, I'm after like, and you probably have it worse, like the withdrawal. I feel like now what? Like
Well-
there's other great TV that I'm watching right now, but still.
I feel okay because it was a big like, oh man, when I get through this, I'm going to be done.
Yeah.
But
Depressed almost.
number one, I wanted to speak about it in real time.
Yeah.
And number two, right now, I'm all set because I haven't started watching Righteous Gemstones.
Okay.
Okay. And so I have I'll have a full season of that.
Mm-hmm.
New Black Mirror this week.
Oh, you're into Black Mirror.
It's the best. The best.
The best.
6 new episodes. New
Okay.
Black Mirror this week.
Okay.
Then at the end of the month, new season of The Rehearsal
Okay.
from Nathan Fielder. Nathan, for you, The Rehearsal.
Sure.
Okay, we'll wait till. Okay, I'm going to get you with the last one then.
Okay.
Next month,
Yeah.
You season 5.
Stop it. Next month?
Joe Goldberg is back.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I love that sexy serial killer.
Yeah. He's back. He's still serial
Oh,
killing.
But I mean, I did think that was a little much because they ended it perfectly the last season. But once I got more, I knew it was
I
getting
don't even know
ready
how
to
he got through the last season, to tell you the truth. That London season was a lot.
It was a lot.
The
but
whole
like,
first half of the season was a waste of time.
But what a show.
It's the best show.
What a show.
I also still want to know why in season 3 he was able to build that glass room
Right.
in a storage locker
Right.
with none of the other storage locker people being like, there's heavy duty construction
Yeah,
going on in
happening.
this storage locker. Yeah. But I don't care.
No, you don't.
I love it.
It's a fake show. It's fictional.
I will never forget watching that first season of You. I think I was sick.
Mm.
And I was like, I guess I'll just turn this on. I was like not moving off
And
the
you're like,
couch.
next.
I was like, next. I was like, this show's amazing.
Oh, it's so good.
First season of You was a Lifetime show.
Yeah, it really was.
No. It was literally on Lifetime.
Oh. Wait, it was like a true story.
No,
Wait, what the fuck?
it was just a show that was on Lifetime.
Oh, You was on Lifetime?
Yes.
Wait, then what did it move to?
Netflix bought it.
Oh.
And then Netflix did the second season and the third, so that's when it became a Netflix show.
Oh my God, so it didn't do well on Lifetime.
I never seen it
No,
on
if a
Lifetime.
tree
Nobody
falls in
saw
the
it.
woods and no one's around to hear it. Didn't make a sound.
Right. But I remember watching it going like, I know this feels like a Lifetime show, but I'm so into it. And then I looked it up and they were like, no, it's a show from Lifetime.
That's crazy.
And I go, this is a show for ladies. They go, yeah. And I go, I like it. They go, that's fine. I go, yeah, it is fine.
Great. And then we got one of the greatest clips of all time from Fox News when Lauren Ingram was like, the You thing.
It's not real.
It is real.
It's a fucking bit.
It was?
Yeah.
No.
I had to have the same conversation with the guys on my show.
No, it's not a bit.
It's a total bit.
She's a moron and was confused.
No, she wasn't. It was a bit that they were doing together. It was like a Who's on First bit routine.
Why you gotta burst my bubble? Ignorance is bliss. Just let me
No,
live in
you know
my
what?
world.
I was thinking of a different thing. It was real.
Perfect. Thank you.
Okay.
On that
Hey.
note.
Thank you all for being here. I'm so happy to be back.
I mean, I hope you feel super duper satisfied.
Dupa Lupa
Oh,
satisfied.
yeah.
Yes.
Let's just lay here. Don't even cup and run.
No.
Just lay in the
Lay.
bask of your satisfaction.
Lay, cup and run.
That's what I gotta do sometimes.
You have to. Every lady does.
Yeah, I love in the movies they always they roll over and you're acting like it's not dribbling out everywhere.
No.
Ugh.
No.
Anyways, we hope you're satisfied and we love you so much.
Well, you were until you heard that disgusting.
Sorry.
Don't forget to subscribe across all audio platforms. On YouTube,
Yes.
subscribe, like,
Follow
comment.
all the things.
We'll see you next week.